failed your check mark for not clearing the area.
No.
So don't focus too much on the point itself, but your ground track 90 degrees in front of you if you to help you keep your eyes in front of you so you can scan for traffic. We're getting drifted towards it. I know you can bring your cars down on the beach over here.
I didn't know either.
So we got really pushed in there.
Yeah. I am not feeling this today.
That happens.
Like, I feel like I'm scared to bank right now because I'm like, it's going to flip me.
Gotcha.
That's what I mean, like, I can't get coordinated. Like, I feel like my ass is going to drop or I'm going to flip the freaking plane.
Right. Fly straight and low for a little bit, get a little more comfortable. It is, I understand why you feel that way, especially because you were flying in the pattern and because you saw when the Cessna was getting their wings lifted, and your wings got lifted when you were in the turn too. It is very, very possible for that to happen.
We flew the other day and it was bumpy and choppy and it was a different feeling.
That is some rough waters.
Yeah.
We'll keep making our way down that way. Just fly straight and low for a little bit. See if we can find some...
inland or...
yeah, just like somewhere over, what is that, LBI, Island Beach State Park, or whatever they call it.
That's Island Beach State Park, yeah.
So LBI and Island Beach State Park is totally two different ones?
Yeah, LBI is the next island where the lighthouse is, Long Beach Island.
Gotcha. So turbulent conditions, airspeed, definitely want to keep it at maneuvering or slightly below. So we're not at full weight, so maneuvering airspeed, if we were at maximum takeoff, would be what number?
This one, like, what is it, 10 something on this one?
113, 111.
111.
And it has a placard down there with your maneuvering airspeeds at max takeoff.
Oh, over here.
Maintain 1,000. Flying over congested area, don't bust the FARs.
Yeah.
You never know who's down there. There are people looking at the ADS-B tracks and they're starting to be a pain in the ass, so don't bust FARs. Clear the area always, anytime you're going to do any sort of maneuvers. It could be shallow, it could be a full 360. Slow turns, whatever you want, but make sure you clear that area. Especially around here, today it's windy, so there's probably not going to be a lot of people flying, but all right, let's see how good you can track the parallel line. We'll go take it down to the lighthouse, and then we'll do a turnaround point on the lighthouse.
Okay.
So when you do the turns around a point, that's why you want to know, one, where the winds aloft are. You could use this thing to cheat, figure out where the winds are.
Yeah.
If you start the maneuver where the wind's either directly behind you or directly in front of you, it tends to be the easiest because you're either going to have the most amount of bank or your shallowest amount of bank.
Yeah.
And then you vary as you turn around the point.
Why does it keep descending, man? Like
loosen up your grip. See what the airplane wants to do. It could be downdrafts.
Ultimate 609, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000, ultimate 609.
Power setting looks good. Yeah, every 5 seconds or so, once you got your altitude, just let go of the grip, see what the airplane wants to do.
I'm looking like, let's say on this vertical speed.
Yep.
It's going 0, 210.
Well,
Zero.
your VSI is going to show you right at descent. It's a trend vector. Don't rely on that so much to indicate straight level. Just look at your altimeter. Any little disturbance is going to affect your feet per minute, and it's slightly turbulence today. It's going to be really hard to just keep it pinned at that altitude. But if you try to level off your airplane using your VSI, you'll be chasing it all day long.
Sierra 614 Kilo Charlie, Moore.
You ever take a truck on the beach down here?
I've been down at Island Beach State Park in a long, long time.
Go ahead, sir.
Funny, you live next to the beach, you never go there.
Yep.
Not too far from the airport. I could cancel IFR and go VFR to the airport.
Number 93 Zulu, roger. Your IFR cancellation is received. You can squawk VFR.
Like, this is what's bugging me out right now.
Only traffic
What?
sees a mile west of the airport appears departing to the west.
I'm steady at 1,040 feet or so,
Yeah.
but I feel like we're in a nose-high attitude. It's just, that's what's throwing me off right now.
So you're, depending on what your airspeed is, you're going to have a nose high attitude. Go ahead and throw it to slow flight. So make sure full rich fuel pump actually stayed on. So you can leave it on for now. We'll do slow flight. Slow it down to, we'll try 90 knots first. And let's do 1 notch of flaps with 90 knots. Gonna hold 1,000. So when you're slower, you need a higher angle of attack to maintain airspeed, right?
Alright.
When you're faster, when you're cruising faster with no flaps, your nose is a little bit more down to maintain level flight, right? Let's go ahead and slow it down to, let's do 75 knots now. And let's do 2 notches of flaps.
Sierra 614 Kilo Charlie, McGuire approach.
Maintain 1,000 feet. So you see your pitch angle constantly changing.
Yep.
Your angle is going to change based on what your airspeed is to maintain level flight. So when you're cruising at whatever power setting it is, you're not necessarily maintaining level flight by putting your airplane at the horizon line.
Yeah. I just felt like it felt exaggerated to me.
Do you have the seat in the same position?
I don't think it is.
Could be slightly off. All right, let's do slow fly with full flaps. And then slow it down to, you just maintain 70 knots.
Get bounced at 3,000. Is 2,000 available?
Sierra 1 Lima Sierra, stand by 1 sec.
Go ahead and turn 90 degrees. Let's turn to a heading of 310.
Sierra 1 Lima Sierra, descend and maintain 2,000.
At a 3 for 2, 1 Lima Sierra.
Nice. Ooh, now look at those winds pushing you over to the northeast. All right, let's go ahead and recover from slow flight.
Doing the flaps first?
Power then flaps.
Power then
really
flaps.
doesn't matter what order you do it in, as long as you don't overspeed the flaps.
You go full power or no?
Do partial, you just go to cruise. 2400 is good. And start taking it out. Never noticed those houses down there in
Cirrus 1 limit clear across the line at 2000, cleared.
There's the lighthouse. Let's do some turns around and point the lighthouse.
Line at 2000, cleared the RNAV 24, 301 limit, sir.
So now look 90 degrees in front of you.
Yeah.
At your ground track. And fly over what you think is an equal distance over that ground track.
I'll do a clearing turn this way.
Okay.
But I'll turn that way for the turn around the point. We'll probably have to fly back towards it a little bit.
Okay.
Start it here? Or is this too far?
That's a little too far. You could get a little closer.
Cirrus 4 Kilo Charlie, descend and maintain 4000.
So you see the little inlet there where the boat yards is, the first one to the right of the lighthouse? Put your ground track like right over that.